Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast. Today we're going to be talking about chapter 12 of The Veil of Secrets, and I have been kind of holding off on these reviews of Veil of Secrets, but now this week and continuing to next week I'll be doing kind of lots of videos that was on hold, and a lot of videos that were on hold. So it's just not just a single, but actually a lot of I have there's an update on the mistress and some other stories. I'm going to inform you about a zombie book story that I have read, and some other stuff when I finish it. So a lot will be coming, but let's get to the chase. We're going to talk about chapter 12. So in this chapter we see we're in the courtroom, and the district attorney who is fighting for Sterling family, he has ripped a big hole in our character and in Kate's case. So Kate was not given bail. That was really hard for Kate. We see Flynn is literally fuming and is ready to rip off the DA, and Kate is so upset. We run over to Kate. Duffy gives us 1 minute to talk with Kate and also tells us that Chief Walls shouldn't know about this. And Kate, we talk about a lot of things, and we comfort her that she's not alone. And Kate is really, she's broken down a lot, and it's obvious on her face. But she gives us an obvious tip that she remembers something about an octopus, but her memory isn't clear, and she doesn't remember anything but only an octopus because she was drugged so heavily that she doesn't even remember anything but an octopus, a red one. We come back, Naomi comes in, we talk with Flynn, Grant, Naomi, and then you're given this option whether you know, so you can type in Nikolai'S name, because Nikolai is the one who has an octopus tattoo on his hand. Then we know where we are going to go. So now the weather was not really good. A storm was brewing outside. So we need to go to the Lighthouse, where we'll likely to find Nikolai. But Grant offers his help with the boat his father gave him when he turned 18 back in the days, to buy him off, so to speak, or as a bait. But that didn't work out because Grant Emerson chose to fight for the little guy, not be a rich person to get more rich. That's not what he wanted. So we go there. We see some little arguments about Flynn and Grant, and the basis is that Flynn basically kind of hates rich guys, and on the other hand, Grant thinks that it's always guys like Flynn who gets the limelight, who gets away whatever they want, and in the background, guys like Grant just grind but doesn't get the recognition, and sometimes they fail. So definitely he was referring to Kate's case. So we comfort him that you win some, you lose some, but we will get back and we will win this Kate's case. And then we are told to keep watch as storms arise, and it becomes really hard for Grant Emerson to keep the boat straight in the stormy night. And then a wave hits us. I was not able to save it, and we sort of lose our senses for a second, but then we came back to our senses, and then we head to the lighthouse. We climb the stairs, Naomi, Flynn, Grant, and our main character, all the love interests together, and we see a lot of octopuses there, and this place almost seems creepy. And then we find a room so we can get into there. It's a diamond scene. If you go into the room in this diamond scene, you will come across a lot of secrets. So this is probably where Nikolai spends most of his time, and lots of bottle of drinks and stuff. So this place is hell. And we find a lot of old documents, including a picture of from 80s. So Nikolai, and Pierce Sterling and Margaret, all in their 30s or something, and they're really young, so they were close friends and something happened. So we sort of hypothesized that maybe they were close friends, and then Pierce and Pierce's wife, they sort of became rich, and he became a drunk guy who just keeps watch of a lighthouse. So from that grudge, he killed all those he killed the two sons of Pierce, and sort of kidnapped Kate, something like that happened. But even we get some of the photos of Pierce's wife and that Nikolai took, and they were taken without the permission of Pierce's wife, knowing that her picture was being taken. So Margaret wasn't aware of this thing that she was being captured. And then we remember the cabin in front of in the woods near the Sterling mansion where we first went, and it was raining with Naomi. We were taking shelter there and we saw some Russian curving, so it reminded me and reminded all of our main character and Naomi and others also that Russian curving belonged to none other than Nikolai, and he was hiding there taking pictures of Margaret. And then we get out of there with the evidence and sort of a hypothesis about why Nikolai could have done that. We go upstairs, it's a lot of stairs. We look down, we get nervous, but we finally reach the room, and then the Fresnel light lenses, they just blind us, and then we see with a hunter pistol or gun, a rifle basically, Nikolai is pointing that at Flynn, and he's not ready to talk or answer. He questions us why we're here. He told us a million times to go away, and he blames us that we didn't go away. That's why Kate is in the position that she is. But we sort of talk him down. We make him believe that we're his friends and we're not his enemy. We trusted him. We gave him the blast material and everything. That's because we trusted him as a friend, and now it's his turn to trust us as a friend. And then he sort of calms down, but he blurts out that he's not even a real man because he has done something so crazy. And then one thing leads to the other. He gets down to talking, and then suddenly there's a bullet piercing him and piercing his chest, and it just goes right past his chest. And we see Duffy standing there with a gun. So what it seems like, he thought our lives were in danger, and he just almost killed Nikolai. But here's the twist, there's a diamond scene. You can save Nikolai's life, and if you do that, he will give you some information, and also he'll be around when the book ends. That's what the diamond scene says. So you do some quick surgery, sort of you ask Duffy to call the paramedics, and you perform some quick stuff that would help save Nikolai. But Nikolai also tells you to look under her bed, look under her bed. So it's probably Pierce and Margaret's bed he's talking about. And then also he says that killed him or he's still safe. So he's talking about some boy, that the boy is still safe. The boy is alive. So Nikolai is clearly he wishes to die, and he doesn't want to live alive because he is, and we also figure out the meaning of the octopuses. So he has an obsession with the octopuses, and because it reminds him of his past, that his past was not really the brightest one, and he did something that is still haunting him till today, and he just wants to get rid of it. And anyway, so he just wants to die, but we perform a quick surgery. If you take the diamond scene, he won't die, but he will tell you some important things, not coherent, but first to look under her bed. That is probably Margaret, Pierce's wife. Second one, the boy is alive. We don't know, but he's definitely talking about some boy, and then also he committed something really he shouldn't have. And Pierce, Nikolai and Margaret, they're really close, but something happened that they became super rich, and he became a drunk guy who locked himself up in the bunkers of a lighthouse. So that's where we end, and we are devastated at the discovery, because Grant and we have a conversation that we came here in a vacation from New York to just celebrate the wedding of our friend, and what did it turn up to? We just almost saw a guy getting shot at, and Duffy says like he needs to puke now for the record. And also Flynn is mad at Duffy for shooting, but now he says it's the best he could have done. He tried to save us, and that's where things end. And in the next chapter, we'll see what is the aftermath. And 3 4 chapters are left after this, and it's getting interesting. I will see to end whole this whole series or this one book, Veil of Secrets, reviews by this week or as early as next week, and so you can have the whole review of this. This is a great mystery book, and I couldn't have guessed. I thought when I first read, so now I'm reading it for the second or third time. So a lot of things I'm reading now make sense. But when I read for the first time, a lot of things didn't make sense. And in the later half, I kind of was able to add them up, but I was not totally able to add those up totally. So this is kind of a book that you need to read more than once to make sense. So really well done by Choices. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, take care, enjoy the festivities. October, November, December, it's festival time all around the world, but stay safe, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.